chosen ones. Stop everything. God has a message for you right now, and it's time to listen. This isn't just another moment in your day. It's a divine interruption, a call straight from the heavens that demands your attention. God is speaking, and His words are meant to shift your path, ignite your purpose, and pull you closer to the destiny He's carved out for you. You're not here by chance. Your heart, your spirit, your very soul has been led to this message because God needs you to act now. You've been walking a road that feels heavy sometimes, haven't you? The weight of doubt, the sting of setbacks, the quiet ache of wondering if you're enough. But God sees you, chosen one. He sees every step you've taken, every tear you've shed, every moment you've pressed forward when the world told you to give up. And He's saying, enough. Stop carrying what was never yours to hold. Your struggles are not your identity. Your past is not your future. God is rewriting your story, and it starts with this moment. Picture a seed buried deep in the earth. It sits in darkness, pressed down by soil, surrounded by silence. But that seed isn't dead. It's waiting. Every crack in its shell, every push against the dirt, is a step toward breaking through to the light. That's you right now. God is telling you that the season of waiting is over. The cracks you felt in your life, those moments of pain, loss, or confusion, were not meant to break you. They were meant to break you open, to let His light pour in and make you whole. This message is urgent because God's timing is perfect. He's not asking you to wait for a better day or a clearer sign. He's saying, now is the time. Your purpose is calling, and it's bigger than you've ever imagined. You weren't chosen to blend into the noise of the world. You were chosen to stand out, to shine, to carry a light that no darkness can touch. Psalm 139 verse 14 says, "You are fearfully and wonderfully made." That's not just a verse, it's a promise. God crafted you with intention, and He's ready to show the world what He's placed inside you. Before we go deeper, I need you to do something. Hit that like button right now. It's not just about supporting this message, it's about declaring that you're ready to receive what God has for you. And if you're feeling this truth stir in your spirit, leave a comment with the number 777 below. That number carries divine power, a sign that you're aligning with God's perfect plan. Subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones who are walking this path together. Your action sends a signal to the universe that you're ready for what's coming. God's message to you is clear. Stop doubting your worth. The enemy has tried to plant lies in your mind, whispering that you're too broken, too late, or too small to make a difference. But those lies are crumbling today. God is tearing them down because He needs you to see yourself the way He does. A masterpiece, a warrior, a vessel for His glory. You're not defined by your mistakes or your scars. You're defined by the one who created you, and He's calling you to rise. Think about Moses. He stood before a burning bush, a man who stuttered, who doubted himself, who ran from his past. Yet God chose him to lead a nation out of slavery. Why? Because God doesn't see limitations, He sees purpose. Moses didn't have all the answers, but he had faith. And that faith moved mountains, parted seas, and changed history. You don't need to have it all figured out. God is saying, trust me, take the step I'm showing you now. Your faith will move the mountains in your life too. What's the step God is asking of you? It's not about grand gestures or impossible tasks. Sometimes it's as simple as forgiving someone who hurt you. Sometimes it's speaking up when you've been silent. Sometimes it's letting go of a dream that's holding you back from the bigger one God has waiting. Whatever it is, God is asking you to act now, because every step you take in obedience opens a door to His promises. James 2:17 says, "Faith without works is dead." Your faith is alive, chosen one, but it's time to put it into action. You might be thinking, why me? Why now? Because God's plan for you is unfolding in real time. The world needs your light, your family, your community, even strangers you haven't met yet. They're waiting for the impact only you can make. God didn't choose you because you're perfect. He chose you because you're willing, your heart, your resilience, your ability to keep going when everything says stop. That's what makes you His chosen one. You're not just surviving, you're being prepared for something extraordinary. Let's talk about what happens when you say yes to God's call. Picture a river, steady and strong, carving its way through stone. That river doesn't force its path, it flows, trusting the course laid out for it. When you say yes to God, you become like that river. Obstacles that once seemed impossible start to move. Doors that were locked swing open. People who doubted you begin to see the truth. Your life becomes a living testimony of God's power, and others will look at you and know something divine is at work. But here's the truth. The enemy doesn't want you to hear this. The moment you start to step into God's plan, distractions will come. Fear will creep in. People might question you, mock you, or try to pull you back. Don't let them. God is saying, keep your eyes on me. When Peter walked on water, he only sank when he looked at the waves. Keep your focus on God, and you'll walk on waters you never thought possible. Matthew 14:29 reminds us that faith defies the impossible when we trust in Him. Your life is a canvas, and God is the artist. Every struggle, every victory, every moment of doubt has been a brushstroke in His masterpiece. You might not see the full picture yet, but God does. He's painting something beautiful, something eternal. Stop trying to control the brush. Let Him work. Surrender doesn't mean giving up. It means trusting that His plan is better than yours. When you let go, you make room for miracles. Right now, God is aligning people, opportunities, and resources to meet you exactly where you are. That job you've been praying for? It's closer than you think. That healing you've been seeking? It's already in motion. That dream you've carried in your heart? God hasn't forgotten it. He's preparing you to receive it. But you have to trust His process. Proverbs 3:5-6 says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding." Let go of the need to figure it all out. God's got this. You're not alone on this journey. Thousands of chosen ones are hearing this message, feeling this same stirring in their spirits. Subscribe now to join them, to stay connected to this divine truth. And if this message is speaking to you, comment 777 below. It's a declaration that you're ready for God's next step. Your action amplifies the energy of this moment, aligning you with His purpose. God's message isn't just about what He wants to give you, it's about what He wants to do through you. Your life is a beacon, a light that others will see and follow. When you step into His call, you're not just changing your own life, you're changing the world around you. Think of Esther, a young woman who could have stayed silent but instead risked everything to save her people. God placed her in that moment for a purpose, just like He's placing you in this moment now. What's stopping you? Fear? Doubt? The opinions of others? God is saying, let it go. Those things have no power over you unless you give it to them. You're stronger than you know because the one who created you is with you. Isaiah 41:10 says, "Do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God." His strength is in you. His power is working through you. You're not just enough. You're more than enough. This is your moment, chosen one. God is calling you to stop, listen, and act. The world is waiting for the light only you can bring. The dreams you've carried, the purpose you've felt deep in your soul, they're not accidents. They're divine assignments. Every step you take toward God's call is a step toward a life of abundance, peace, and impact. You're not just walking a path. You're blazing a trail for others to follow. God's message is urgent because the time is now. You've been prepared for this. Every trial has strengthened you. Every doubt has refined you. Every moment of waiting has built your faith. Now is the time to move. Don't wait for permission. Don't wait for perfection. God has already equipped you with everything you need. Take that first step and watch how He makes a way where there seems to be no way. Imagine a door standing before you, glowing with divine light. That door is your next step. It's not locked. It's waiting for you to walk through. God is on the other side, ready to lead you into a future that's bigger than your wildest dreams. But you have to move. You have to trust. You have to say yes. Deuteronomy 31:8 says, "The Lord Himself goes before you and will be with you." He's already gone ahead, preparing the way. All you need to do is follow. Your life is about to shift in ways you can't imagine. The prayers you've whispered in the dark, God heard them. The dreams you thought were impossible, God is bringing them to life. The burdens you've carried, God is lifting them now. This is not a coincidence. This is divine timing. You're standing at the edge of a breakthrough, and God is saying, "Step forward. I'm with you." Every moment you've faced has led to this. You've been shaped, refined, and strengthened for a purpose only you can fulfill. God needs you now, not tomorrow, not next year, but now. The world is hungry for the hope you carry, the love you show, the light you shine. Don't hold back. Don't shrink. You are His chosen one, and your time is here. Let's talk about what it means to act in faith. Faith isn't just believing, it's moving. It's taking that leap even when you can't see the ground. Think of Noah building an ark when there wasn't a cloud in the sky. The world called him crazy, but God called him faithful. Your faith might look foolish to others, but to God, it's powerful. Your obedience is the key that unlocks His promises. God's call is personal, but it's also universal. Your purpose is unique, but it's connected to a bigger plan. When you say yes to Him, you're not just transforming your life. You're sparking change in others. Your courage inspires. Your faith encourages. Your light draws people out of darkness. You're not just a person. You're a movement, a living testimony of what God can do. Right now, God is stirring something in you. Can you feel it? That restlessness, that hunger for more. It's not random. It's God calling you to rise. You've been comfortable for too long, settling for less than what He has for you. Stop everything and listen. He's telling you to dream bigger, to love deeper, to live bolder. Your life is meant to be a story of miracles, and it starts with your yes. This message is a turning point. You're not the same person you were when you started listening. Something has shifted. God's truth has taken root, and it's growing inside you. You're not just hearing words, you're receiving a divine assignment. The question is, what will you do with it? Will you stay still, or will you move? God is waiting for your answer, and He's ready to move with you. Your past doesn't disqualify you, it qualifies you. Every mistake, every failure, every moment you thought you'd never recover from, God has used it to make you who you are. You're not broken, you're built for this. Romans 8:28 says, "All things work together for good to those who love God." Your story isn't over, it's just beginning. God is turning your pain into purpose, your trials into triumphs. The world is loud, chosen one, but God's voice is louder. Tune out the noise, the doubts, the critics, the distractions. They don't get to define you. God does, and He's saying, you're ready. You're not waiting for a miracle. You are the miracle. Your life, your choices, your faith, they're changing the world one step at a time. Don't underestimate what God can do through you. God's plan for you is unfolding right now. That dream you've been afraid to chase? Start. That forgiveness you've been holding back? Give it. That step you've been hesitating to take? Take it. God is in the details, and He's guiding every move. Trust Him. Proverbs 16:9 says, "A man's heart plans his way, but the Lord directs his steps." Let him direct you now. You're not just another face in the crowd. You're chosen, set apart, destined for greatness. The enemy wants you to doubt that, but God is confirming it. Every time you felt different, out of place, or misunderstood, it's because you were made for more. You're not here to fit in. You're here to stand out. God needs you to shine, and He needs you to do it now. This is your wake-up call. God is moving, and He's asking you to move with Him. The opportunities ahead are bigger than you can see, but they're real. The blessings waiting are greater than you can imagine, but they're yours. Stop everything and listen. God is speaking, and He's speaking to you. Say yes. Take the step and watch what He does next. Your light is unstoppable, chosen one. No darkness can dim it. No fear can silence it. No obstacle can block it. God has placed His Spirit in you, and that Spirit is a fire that burns brighter with every step you take. Keep going. Keep trusting. Keep shining. The world is watching, and God is leading. This is your time. Every choice you make now is a seed planted for your future. Choose faith over fear. Choose obedience over hesitation. Choose God's plan over your own. Those seeds will grow into a harvest of blessings that will overflow into every area of your life. Galatians 6:9 says, "Let us not grow weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up." Your harvest is coming. God's message is not just about what He wants to do for you, it's about what He wants to do in you. He's shaping you, refining you, preparing you for a purpose that's bigger than yourself. Every challenge you've faced has been a tool in His hands, carving out a space for His glory to shine. You're not just surviving, you're being transformed into a vessel of His power. Right now, God is opening doors you can't see, yet He's aligning people, places, and opportunities to meet you exactly where you are. But you have to trust Him. You have to move. Faith is not passive, it's active. It's saying yes when you don't have all the answers. It's stepping out when you don't see the path. God is with you, and He's leading you to a future filled with hope. You're not just chosen, you're called. Called to make a difference, called to bring light to dark places, called to show the world what God can do through someone who says yes. Your life is a testimony, and every step you take is writing a story that will inspire others. Don't hold back. Don't shrink. God needs you now, and the world is waiting. This moment is sacred. God is speaking, and He's speaking directly to you. Stop everything and listen. His voice is clear, His plan is perfect, and His timing is now. You're ready, chosen one. You've been prepared for this. Take the step. Trust the process. God is with you, and He's about to show you what He can do when you say yes. God's voice is calling you to a higher purpose, chosen one. You're not just meant to live. You're meant to lead, not with force or pride, but with the quiet strength of someone who knows their path is divinely set. Think of a lighthouse standing firm against crashing waves. It doesn't fight the storm, it simply shines, guiding ships to safety. That's you. God is asking you to be a beacon, to show others what it means to walk in faith, even when the world feels chaotic. Your life has been a training ground. Every moment of struggle, every time you felt overlooked or underestimated, was preparation. God wasn't punishing you, He was equipping you. Like gold refined in fire, your trials have burned away what doesn't belong, leaving behind a strength that's pure and unshakable. 1 Peter 1:7 says, "These trials will show that your faith is genuine. Your faith has been tested, and it's proven true. Now God is ready to use it." What does it mean to lead? It's not about having all the answers or standing above others. It's about walking the path God sets before you, even when it's narrow or steep. It's about trusting His direction when the world says, "Turn back." Look at David, a shepherd boy facing a giant. He didn't have the armor or experience of a warrior, but he had faith in God's promise. That faith brought down Goliath. Your faith will bring down the giants in your life too. God is asking you to step into your authority, not the kind the world chases, built on titles or wealth, but the authority that comes from knowing who you are in Him. You're not just a person, you're a child of the King. That truth gives you power to speak life, to heal wounds, to break chains. When you embrace this, you'll see doors open that no one can shut. Revelation 3:8 says, "I have placed before you an open door that no one can shut." That door is yours. Walk through it. Your purpose is not small. God didn't choose you for ordinary things. He's calling you to something that echoes beyond your lifetime. Think of a single stone dropped into a still lake. The ripples spread far beyond the point where it lands. Your choices, your faith, your courage, they're creating ripples that will touch lives you may never meet. God is asking you to trust the impact He's designed you to make. Right now, pause and hit that like button. It's a declaration that you're ready to step into the authority God has given you. If this message is stirring your heart, comment 777 below. It's a sign you're aligning with His divine plan. Subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones walking this journey together. Your action strengthens the light you carry, amplifying God's message through you. The enemy will try to distract you. Doubt will whisper that you're not ready. Fear will say you're not enough. But God's voice is louder. He's saying, "You are mine, and I've prepared you for this." The world might see your flaws, but God sees your heart. He's not looking for perfection. He's looking for willingness. When you say yes to Him, He fills in the gaps. Your weaknesses become His strength. Think about the woman at the well in John 4. She was an outcast, carrying shame and a past full of mistakes. Yet Jesus met her where she was, spoke truth into her life, and used her to bring a whole town to Him. God doesn't wait for you to be perfect. He meets you now, in this moment, and says, "I need you." Your story, your voice, your life, it's what He'll use to change the world. God's call is urgent because the world is hurting. People around you are lost, searching for hope in a sea of chaos. You carry the answer, not because you're better, but because you're chosen. Your light, your faith, your love. It's a lifeline for someone who's drowning. God is asking you to extend your hand, to share His truth, to show others that there's a way out of the darkness. Your obedience is a weapon. Every time you choose faith over fear, you strike a blow against the enemy's plans. Every time you act on God's call, you push back the darkness. Think of Daniel in the lion's den. He didn't fight the lions. He trusted God, and God shut their mouths. Your trust in God will shut the mouths of your fears, your doubts, and anything that tries to hold you back. God is rearranging your life right now. Things that felt stuck are starting to move. Relationships that drained you are fading. Opportunities you never expected are appearing. This isn't random, it's divine alignment. God is setting the stage for your next chapter, and it's bigger than anything you've seen before. Isaiah 55:9 says, "My ways are higher than your ways." Trust His way, even when it looks different from what you planned. You're not just a participant in God's plan, you're a partner. He's inviting you to co-create with Him, to bring His kingdom to earth through your hands, your words, your life. Every prayer you pray, every act of kindness, every step of faith, it's building something eternal. You're not just living for today, you're shaping forever. That's the weight and the beauty of being chosen. The world will try to pull you back. It will tempt you to stay small, to play it safe, to doubt your calling. But God is saying, rise above. You're not meant to fit into the world's mold. You're meant to break it. Your life is a testimony that God's power is greater than any limitation. When others see you, they'll see Him. Your courage will spark theirs. your faith will ignite hope. Think of a phoenix rising from ashes. The fire that should have destroyed it only made it stronger, more beautiful, more alive. That's you, chosen one. The fires of your trials haven't burned you out, they've refined you. God is breathing new life into you, and what emerges now is unstoppable. You're not just surviving, you're soaring. Let the world see what God can do with a heart that says yes. God's message is personal, but it's also powerful. It's not just about changing your life, it's about changing the atmosphere around you. When you walk in His purpose, you carry His presence. People will feel it. They'll sense something different about you, something they can't explain but can't ignore. You're not just a person, you're a vessel for His glory, a walking miracle. Your faith is a seed, and God is the gardener. Every time you trust Him, you plant something new. Every time you obey, you water it. And every time you step forward, you make room for growth. The harvest is coming, chosen one. It's not just about what you'll receive, it's about what you'll give. Your life will overflow with blessings, not to hoard, but to share. Luke 6:38 says, "Give, and it will be given to you." Your generosity will open floodgates. God is asking you to dream bigger. The vision you've held might feel bold, but it's only a glimpse of what He has planned. Don't limit Him. Don't settle for what's comfortable. He's calling you to a life that defies logic, that breaks boundaries, that shines brighter than you ever thought possible. Ephesians 3:20 says, "He is able to do immeasurably more than all we ask or imagine." Let Him expand your imagination. You're standing at a crossroads. One path leads to comfort, to the familiar, to what's safe. The other leads to the unknown, to growth, to God's promises. The choice is yours, but God is clear. The safe path won't take you where He's calling you. Step into the unknown. Trust His voice. The one who created the stars is guiding your steps. He won't let you fall. Every moment of your life has been leading to this. The prayers you've prayed, the battles you've fought, the dreams you've held, they're all converging now. God is weaving them into a story that will leave others in awe. You're not just a character in this story. You're the one He's chosen to tell it. Let your life speak. Let your faith shout. Let your light shine. God's call is not a suggestion. It's a command. He's not asking you to consider it. He's asking you to act. The time for hesitation is over. The world needs you. Your purpose is waiting. Your destiny is calling. Say yes. Move now. God is with you, and He's ready to show the world what He can do through a heart that trusts Him completely. God's voice is piercing through the noise. Chosen one, and He's calling you to a mission that only you can fulfill. You're not just meant to exist, you're meant to transform. Picture a single spark in a dry forest. It starts small, unnoticed, but with one gust of wind, it ignites a blaze that changes everything. That spark is you. God is breathing His purpose into you, and your life is about to set the world ablaze with His truth. Every challenge you've faced has been a forge, shaping you into a tool for His glory. The moments when you felt weak, when you questioned your path, when you wondered why it had to be so hard, those were not accidents. They were divine training. Like a sword hammered and heated, you've been made sharp, strong, ready for battle. Hebrews 4:12 says, "The word of God is living and active, sharper than any two-edged sword." You carry His word in your spirit, and it's cutting through every obstacle in your way. Your mission is not about you alone. God is calling you to be a bridge, connecting others to His hope. Think of Rahab, a woman with a past the world scorned, yet she hid God's spies and became part of His plan to save a nation. Her courage turned her story from shame to salvation. You too are being called to stand in the gap, to show others that no story is too broken for God to redeem. Your life is a living bridge to His grace. Right now, God is placing a mantle on your shoulders. It's not heavy, it's holy. This mantle is your authority to speak, to act, to change what's around you. It's the power to pray prayers that shift atmospheres, to make choices that alter destinies, to walk in a way that others can't ignore. When you wear this mantle, you're not just moving through life, you're moving mountains. Matthew 17:20 says, "If you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can say to this mountain, 'Move,' and it will move." Your faith is enough. The world is watching you, even if you don't see it yet. Your courage, your faith, your refusal to give up. They're sending ripples through lives you may never know. Like a single note in a symphony, your life plays a part in a greater song. God is the conductor, and He's calling you to play your note boldly. Don't hold back. Don't quiet your sound. The world needs to hear the melody of your faith. Pause for a moment and hit that like button. It's a declaration that you're ready to carry the mantle God has given you. If His voice is stirring your spirit, comment 777 below. It's a sign you're stepping into His divine purpose. Subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones who are answering this call together. Your action is a spark, igniting the fire of God's plan in your life. God is asking you to see beyond what's in front of you. The world shows you limits, bills, conflicts, closed doors. But God shows you possibilities. He's the one who turned water into wine, who fed thousands with a few loaves, who raised the dead when all hope was gone. John 2:9 tells of a miracle no one expected, yet it happened because Jesus acted. Your life is His canvas, and He's painting miracles you can't yet see. Trust the artist. Your heart is a compass, and God is the needle pointing true north. Every time you feel that pull, that quiet whisper to act, to speak, to move, that's Him. Don't ignore it. That whisper is your guide through the fog of life. It's what led Abraham to leave his home for a land he didn't know. Genesis 12:1 says, "Go from your country to the land I will show you." Abraham didn't have a map, but he had God's voice. You have it too. Follow it. The enemy wants you to stay stuck, to believe your past defines you, to think your mistakes are chains. But God is breaking those chains today. He's not looking at who you were. He's looking at who you're becoming. You're not a prisoner of your yesterday. You're a pioneer of His tomorrow. Every step you take in faith is a declaration that the past has no hold on you. You're free to become everything He created you to be. God's call is a fire in your bones. You can't ignore it, can't silence it, can't run from it. Like Jeremiah, who said in Jeremiah 20:9, "His word is in my heart like a fire shut up in my bones." You carry something unstoppable. That fire is your purpose, your passion, your divine assignment. Let it burn, let it drive you, let it light the way for others who are lost in the dark. You're not just walking through life, you're building a legacy. Every choice you make, every act of faith, every moment you choose God over fear, it's laying bricks for something eternal. Your life is a foundation for others to stand on. Think of Hannah, who prayed for a son and gave him back to God. Her faith gave the world Samuel, a prophet who changed a nation. Your faith is planting seeds for a harvest that will outlive you. God is shifting the ground beneath you. What felt unsteady is becoming solid. What seemed impossible is becoming real. He's aligning your life with His purpose, and nothing can stop it. Isaiah 43:19 says, "I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it?" Open your eyes, chosen one. The new thing is here. The path is forming. The breakthrough is yours. Step into it. Your voice has power. When you speak God's truth, you shift the atmosphere. When you pray, you move heaven. When you act, you change earth. Don't underestimate what your words, your faith, your courage can do. Like Elijah, who prayed for rain after years of drought, Your faith can call down blessings the world can't explain. 1 Kings 18:41-45 shows a man who believed and the heavens opened. Believe, chosen one, and watch the heavens respond. God is calling you to be bold, not loud, not forceful, but unapologetically you. The world needs the unique light you carry. No one else can shine it the way you do. No one else can love, lead, or create the way you were designed to. Psalm 139 verse 16 says, "All the days ordained for me were written in your book before one of them came to be." Your life is no accident. Your purpose is no mistake. Be bold in it. The enemy will try to dim your light, but he can't. He'll throw distractions, doubts, even people who don't understand you. But God's truth is stronger. His promise is sure. His plan is unbreakable. You're not fighting for victory. You're fighting from victory. 1 Corinthians 15:57 says, "Thanks be to God. He gives us the victory through our Lord Jesus Christ." You're already on the winning side. Walk like it. God is preparing a table for you, right in the presence of your enemies. Psalm 23:5 says, "You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies." This isn't just about provision, it's about celebration. God is setting you up to feast on His blessings while the world watches. Your enemies, your doubts, your fears, they'll see you thrive. They'll see His favor. They'll see His power in you. Your life is a story, and God is the author. Every chapter, every twist, every moment of tension, it's all part of His plot. You're not at the end yet, but you're at a turning point. The pages are turning, and what's coming is greater than what's been. Trust the author. He doesn't write small stories. He writes epics, and you're the hero He's chosen to tell His tale. God's call is not just about doing, it's about being. Be the light in a dark room. Be the hope in a hopeless moment. Be the love in a world that's forgotten how to care. Your presence alone can change things. Like Mary, who sat at Jesus' feet while the world rushed around her, your choice to be still and listen to Him changes everything. Luke 10:42 says, "Mary has chosen what is better, and it will not be taken away from her." Choose what's better. Choose Him. You're not alone in this. God is with you, guiding every step. His Spirit is in you, giving you strength. His angels are around you, protecting your path. Hebrews 1:14 says, "Are not all angels ministering spirits sent to serve those who will inherit salvation?" You're surrounded by divine help. You're not walking this road alone. Lean into His presence and you'll feel His strength. God is calling you to see yourself as He does. A masterpiece, a warrior, a light in the darkness. The world might try to label you, limit you, box you in. But God's labels are different. Chosen, loved, destined. You're not defined by what others think. You're defined by what He knows. Ephesians 2:10 says, "We are God's handiwork, created in Christ Jesus to do good works." You're His creation, built for His purpose. Own it. Your faith is a magnet, drawing God's promises to you. Every time you trust Him, you pull His blessings closer. Every time you obey, you align yourself with His plan. Think of Ruth, who followed Naomi into an unknown land. She didn't know what was ahead, but she trusted, and God turned her faithfulness into a legacy that led to the birth of a king. Ruth 2:12 says, "May the Lord repay you for what you have done." Your faithfulness is never wasted. God sees it, and He's moving. The world is shifting, and God is positioning you to lead the change. You're not just a bystander. You're a catalyst. Your prayers, your actions, your courage, they're sparking something bigger than you can see. Like Nehemiah, who rebuilt Jerusalem's walls despite opposition, your work is rebuilding what's been broken. Nehemiah 2:20 says, "The God of heaven will give us success." Your success is His promise. Keep building. God's voice is stirring a revolution in your soul. chosen one. You're not just called to live, you're called to reshape the world around you. Imagine a single drop of rain hitting a parched desert. That drop seems small, but it starts a chain reaction, softening the ground, awakening life, transforming barrenness into beauty. That's what your life is doing right now. God is using you to bring life where there's been drought, to spark change where there's been stagnation. Your journey has been a refining fire, burning away fear and forging courage. Every moment you chose to keep going, every time you refused to let despair win, you were being shaped into a vessel for God's power. Like clay in a potter's hands, you've been molded through pressure and heat. Isaiah 64:8 says, "We are the clay, you are the potter, we are all the work of your hand." God's hands are on you, shaping you for a purpose only He could design. You're not meant to follow the crowd, you're meant to lead it. The world chases fleeting things. Status, wealth, approval. But God is calling you to chase eternity. Your life is a compass, pointing others toward what lasts. Think of John the Baptist, crying out in the wilderness, preparing the way for Jesus. He didn't seek fame or comfort. He sought truth. John 1:23 says, "I am the voice of one calling in the wilderness." Your voice matters. Use it to call others to God. The enemy wants you to stay silent, to shrink back, to doubt your impact. But God is amplifying your voice. Every word you speak in faith, every prayer you lift, every act of courage, it's echoing in the heavens. You're not just speaking, you're declaring. Your words carry weight, shifting atmospheres, breaking strongholds. Hebrews 11:1 says, "Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen." Your faith is evidence of God's power, and it's moving mountains. Right now, take a moment to hit that like button. It's a sign you're ready to let your voice be heard. If God's truth is stirring you, comment 777 below. It's a declaration that you're stepping into His divine purpose. Subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones who are rising together. Your action is a spark, fueling the revolution God is igniting through you. God is placing a vision in your heart, one that's bigger than your circumstances. It's not just about where you are, it's about where He's taking you. Picture a seed buried in darkness, reaching for light it can't yet see. That seed doesn't know the tree it will become, but it grows anyway. You don't need to see the whole path. Just trust the one who planted you. Jeremiah 29:11 says, "I know the plans I have for you, plans to give you hope and a future." His vision for you is unfolding now. Your life is a testimony written in the language of faith. Every step you take, every choice you make is a sentence in God's story. You're not just living, you're proclaiming. Think of Paul, who went from persecuting Christians to preaching Christ. His past didn't disqualify him, it qualified him to show God's grace. Acts 9:15 says, "This man is my chosen instrument." You're God's instrument too, chosen to play a melody of redemption. God is calling you to build something lasting, not with bricks or stone, but with love, faith, and obedience. Your actions are laying a foundation for generations. Like Noah, who built an ark while the world mocked, your faith will outlast the doubters. Genesis 6:22 says, "Noah did everything just as God commanded him." Your obedience is your blueprint. Follow it, and you'll build something that stands the test of time. The world is full of noise, but God's whisper cuts through it. He's speaking to you in the quiet moments, in the dreams you can't shake, in the desires that won't fade. Don't ignore them. Those whispers are His guidance, leading you to places only He can see. 1 Kings 19:12 describes God's voice as a gentle whisper. Listen closely. That whisper is your map, guiding you through every storm. You're not just a survivor, you're a conqueror. The battles you've faced haven't defeated you, they've defined you. Every time you stood up, every time you chose faith over fear, you claimed victory. Romans 8:37 says, "In all these things we are more than conquerors through him who loved us." You're not fighting to win, you're fighting from a place of victory. God's love has already secured it. God is aligning your steps with his purpose. The people you meet, the opportunities you find, the challenges you face, they're not random. They're divine appointments. Like Joseph, sold into slavery yet raised to rule, your hardships are part of a bigger plan. Genesis 50:20 says, "You intended to harm me, but God intended it for good." What the enemy meant to break you, God is using to build you. Your heart is a garden, and God is planting seeds of purpose. Every prayer, every act of faith, every moment of trust, it's a seed that will grow into something beautiful. Don't rush the harvest. Trust his timing. Galatians 6:7 says, "A man reaps what he sows." You're sowing faith, and God is preparing a harvest of blessings that will overflow into every area of your life. God is calling you to shine, not to hide. The world needs your light, your story, your courage. You're not meant to blend in, you're meant to stand out. Like a city on a hill, your life is a beacon for others. Matthew 5:14 says, "You are the light of the world." A city on a hill cannot be hidden. Don't dim your light to fit in. Shine boldly and watch how God uses it to draw others to him. The enemy will try to steal your focus, to make you question your worth. But God is reminding you who you are. You're not defined by your mistakes or your critics. You're defined by his love. His truth is your shield. His promise is your strength. Psalm 18:30 says, "As for God, his way is perfect. The Lord's word is flawless." Trust his word over the world's noise. It's flawless, and it's for you. God is opening doors you didn't even know existed. Opportunities you couldn't have planned, connections you couldn't have orchestrated, they're coming. Like Esther, who was placed in a palace for such a time as this, you're in the right place at the right time. Esther 4:14 says, "Who knows but that you have come to your position for such a time as this?" This is your time. Step into it. Your faith is a flame and God is fanning it. Every challenge you face, every prayer you pray, adds fuel to that fire. It's not meant to burn out, it's meant to blaze. Like the burning bush that never consumed, your faith is a miracle that keeps shining. Exodus 3:2 says, "The bush was burning, yet it was not consumed." Your faith will not be consumed. It will only grow stronger. God is calling you to trust his rhythm. The world moves fast, demanding instant results. But God's timing is perfect. Like a farmer who plants and waits, you're called to trust the seasons of your life. Ecclesiastes 3:1 says, "There is a time for everything and a season for every activity under the heavens." Your season of breakthrough is here. Trust the rhythm and watch God move. You're not just a person, you're a promise. God's promises live in you, and they're coming to life. Every dream you've held, every hope you've carried, every prayer you've whispered, God hasn't forgotten them. He's bringing them to pass. Isaiah 55:11 says, "My word that goes out from my mouth will not return to me empty." His promises in you will bear fruit. Believe it. God is calling you to walk with confidence. Not arrogance, but the quiet assurance of someone who knows their Father is the King. You're not stepping into the unknown. You're stepping into his plan. Like Joshua, who led Israel into the promised land, your courage will lead you to places you never thought possible. Joshua 1:9 says, "Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. The Lord your God will be with you." Walk boldly. He's with you. Your life is a canvas, and God is painting a masterpiece. Every stroke, every color, every detail, it's intentional. You might not see the full picture yet, but it's taking shape. Trust the process. Philippians 1:6 says, "He who began a good work in you will carry it on to completion." God's not finished with you. He's just getting started. Let him paint and watch the beauty unfold. God's voice is calling you to a new level, chosen one, a place where your faith becomes a force that reshapes reality. Imagine a river carving through stone, steady and relentless, creating a path where none existed. That's your faith right now. It's not loud or flashy, but it's powerful, cutting through obstacles, making a way for God's promises to flow. He's asking you to trust that power, to let it guide you into a future only He can see. Your life has been a tapestry woven with threads of trials and triumphs. Every moment of pain, every spark of joy, every choice you made in faith, it's all part of a divine design. God is the weaver, and He's crafting something beautiful. Isaiah 61:3 says, "To bestow on them a crown of beauty instead of ashes." Your ashes, your struggles, your losses are being transformed into a crown. Wear it with confidence. You're not what you've been through. You're what He's making you into. You're called to be a restorer. The world around you is broken, families divided, hearts wounded, dreams shattered. But God has placed a gift in you to mend what's torn, like Nehemiah, who saw Jerusalem's ruins and rebuilt its walls. You're called to rebuild, not with tools, but with love, faith, and prayer. Nehemiah 4:6 says, "The people worked with all their heart." Work with your heart, chosen one. God will use it to restore what's been lost. The enemy wants you to feel small, to think your efforts don't matter. But God says otherwise. Your prayers are powerful. Your kindness shifts hearts. Your faith moves heaven. James 5:16 says, "The prayer of a righteous person is powerful and effective." You're not just praying, you're partnering with God to change the world. Every word you speak in faith is a seed that grows into miracles. Don't stop planting. Right now, hit that like button to declare you're ready to be God's restorer. If His call is burning in your spirit, comment 777 below. It's a sign you're stepping into His purpose. Subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones who are rebuilding with faith. Your action is a spark, lighting the way for others to follow. God is giving you eyes to see what others miss. The world sees problems, you see possibilities. The world sees endings, you see beginnings. Like Elisha's servant, whose eyes were open to see God's army surrounding them, you're being given divine vision. 2 Kings 6:17 says, "Then the Lord opened the servant's eyes, and he looked and saw the hills full of horses and chariots of fire." Look up, chosen one. God's power surrounds you. See it and step forward. Your heart is a sanctuary, a place where God's presence dwells. Every time you pray, every time you worship, every time you choose faith, you make that sanctuary stronger. It's not just for you, it's for others. People will come to you, drawn by the peace you carry, the hope you radiate. Like the Ark of the Covenant, you carry God's presence wherever you go. 1 Chronicles 16:27 says, "Splendor and majesty are before Him. Strength and joy are in His dwelling place." You are His dwelling place. God is calling you to release what's holding you back. Old wounds, past regrets, lingering fears, they're weights you don't need to carry. Picture a bird breaking free from a cage, soaring into the sky. That's you when you let go. God is saying, "Release it to me." Hebrews 12:1 says, "Let us throw off everything that hinders and the sin that so easily entangles." Let go, and you'll rise higher than you ever thought possible. Your life is a lighthouse, guiding others through the storm. You don't have to shout or force your way. Your light speaks for itself. People will see your peace in chaos, your strength in weakness, your hope in despair. Like the wise virgins who kept their lamps burning, you're called to keep your light steady. Matthew 25:4 says, The wise ones took oil in jars along with their lamps. Keep your faith burning, chosen one. It will guide others home. God is rewriting the rules for you. The world says you need status, wealth, or power to make a difference. God says you only need faith. He's turning impossibilities into realities, limits into opportunities. Like Gideon, who led an army of 300 against thousands. Your strength isn't in numbers, it's in God. Judges 7:7 says, "With the 300 men, I will save you." God's math is different. With Him, you're always enough. You're a seed planter, and God is the harvester. Every act of kindness, every prayer, every moment of obedience, it's a seed that grows beyond what you can see. You may not see the fruit today, but it's coming. Like the farmer who sows in faith, trusting the rain will come, you're called to sow without fear. Mark 4:26-27 says, "A man scatters seed on the ground, and the seed sprouts and grows, though he does not know how." Trust God's process. He's growing your seeds. God is calling you to stand firm, even when the ground feels shaky. The world is full of uncertainty, but His promises are sure. Like a tree planted by streams of water, your roots go deep into His truth. Psalm 1:3 says, "That person is like a tree planted by streams of water, which yields its fruit in season." You're not swaying in the storm, you're standing, rooted in His strength. Keep standing, and you'll bear fruit that lasts. Your faith is a key, unlocking doors the world can't see. Every time you trust God, you turn that key, opening paths to blessings, healing, and purpose. Like Peter, who stepped out of the boat to walk on water, your faith defies what's natural. Matthew 14:29 says, "Come," He said. Then Peter got down out of the boat, walked on the water, and came toward Jesus. Step out, chosen one. God's calling you to walk on waves. God is aligning your life with His eternal clock. The world rushes, but He's steady. Every delay, every pause, every moment of waiting, it's part of His timing. Like Sarah, who waited decades for a child, your waiting is not wasted. Genesis 21:1 says, "The Lord was gracious to Sarah, as He had said, and the Lord did for Sarah what He had promised." Your promise is coming. Trust His clock, not the world's. You're not just a dreamer, you're a doer. God has placed visions in your heart, not to tease you, but to guide you. Those dreams are His blueprints for your life. Like Joseph, who saw himself ruling while still a slave, your dreams are bigger than your now. Genesis 37:9 says, "He had another dream, and he told it to his brothers." Share your dreams with God. He's the one who will bring them to life. God is calling you to be a healer, not with medicine, but with love. Your words, your actions, your presence, they carry His healing power. Like the Good Samaritan who stopped to help a stranger, you're called to bind wounds others ignore. Luke 10:34 says, "He went to him and bandaged his wounds, pouring on oil and wine." Your kindness is oil, your faith is wine. Pour them out and watch God heal through you. Your life is a song, and God is the composer. Every note, high or low, joyful or painful, is part of His melody. You're not meant to sing alone. Your song inspires others to join in. Like David, whose psalms lifted a nation, your life lifts those around you. Psalm 40:3 says, "He put a new song in my mouth, a hymn of praise to our God." Sing your song, chosen one. It's a melody of hope. God is breaking barriers for you. Walls that stood in your way, fear, doubt, opposition, are crumbling. Like the walls of Jericho, they fall when you walk in faith. Joshua 6:20 says, "The wall collapsed, so everyone charged straight in." Your faith is your shout, tearing down what's held you back. Charge forward. God has cleared the way. You're a vessel of His glory, carrying His light into dark places. The world may try to dim you, but it can't. Your light is His, and it's unstoppable. Like the lampstand in the tabernacle, you shine because He fuels you. Exodus 27:20 says, "Command the Israelites to bring you clear oil, to keep the lamps burning." God is your oil, keeping your light steady. Shine, and don't let the world put you out. God is calling you to trust His strength, not yours. The world says rely on yourself, but He says lean on Him. Like Samson, who found strength in God after losing everything, your power comes from Him. Judges 16:28 says, "Then Samson prayed to the Lord, 'Sovereign Lord, remember me.'" Pray, chosen one. God remembers you, and His strength will carry you through every battle. God's voice is awakening a warrior within you, chosen one, a strength that's been forged in the fires of your trials. Picture a diamond formed under crushing pressure, emerging unbreakable and radiant. That's you right now. Every hardship you've endured, every moment you refuse to break, has shaped you into a force that reflects God's glory. He's calling you to wield that strength, to stand tall, and to fight for the purpose He's placed in your heart. Your journey is a map, drawn by God's hand, leading you to treasures the world can't see. Every step, every detour, every uphill climb has been intentional. Like the Israelites wandering in the desert, you've been guided even when the path felt unclear. Deuteronomy 8:2 says, "God led you through the wilderness to test you and to know what was in your heart." Your heart has been tested and it's proven faithful. Now God is leading you to your promised land. You're called to be a restorer of dreams. The world buries hopes under doubt and fear, but you carry God's power to bring them back to life. Think of Ezekiel standing before a valley of dry bones, speaking life at God's command. Ezekiel 37:4 says, "Prophesy to these bones and say to them, 'Dry bones, hear the word of the Lord.'" Your words, your faith, your prayers, they breathe life into what seems dead. Speak, chosen one, and watch God move. The enemy wants you to believe your past defines you, but God says it refines you. Your mistakes, your scars, your failures, they're not chains, they're stepping stones. Like Peter, who denied Jesus yet became the rock of the church, your past is not your limit, it's your launch pad. Matthew 16:18 says, "On this rock I will build my church." God is building something unshakable through you. Step forward and let Him use your story. Right now, hit that like button to declare you're ready to embrace God's refining work. If His call is igniting your spirit, comment 777 below. It's a sign you're aligning with His divine plan. Subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones standing together in faith. Your action is a spark, fueling the fire of God's purpose in your life. God is giving you a new lens, one that sees His truth over the world's lies. The world shows you lack, empty bank accounts, broken relationships, unfulfilled dreams. But God shows you abundance. He's the one who multiplied loaves and fish, who turned scarcity into surplus. John 6:11 says, "Jesus distributed to those who were seated as much as they wanted." He's distributing abundance to you now. Open your hands and receive what He's giving. Your faith is a shield, protecting you from the arrows of doubt and fear. The enemy shoots to wound, but God's truth deflects every blow. Like David facing Goliath, your strength isn't in your size, it's in your trust. 1 Samuel 17:45 says, "I come against you in the name of the Lord Almighty." You carry His name, chosen one. No giant, no obstacle, no lie can stand against it. Stand firm and watch them fall. God is calling you to plant hope in barren places. The world is full of despair, people lost, hearts heavy, futures uncertain. But you carry a seed that can change it all. your kindness, your courage, your faith. They're seeds of hope that grow into miracles. Like the mustard seed, small but mighty, your actions have power. Matthew 13:31 says, "The kingdom of heaven is like a mustard seed. Though it is the smallest of all seeds, yet it grows." Plant your seeds and trust God's growth. You're not just walking a path, you're blazing a trail. Others will follow where you lead, not because you demand it, but because your life shows what's possible. Like Moses, who led a nation through the sea, your faith parts waters for others. Exodus 14:21 says, "The Lord drove the sea back and turned it into dry land." Your faith is turning impossible situations into pathways. Keep walking, and others will follow. God is rewriting your story's narrative. The world may have labeled you a failure, an outcast, or not enough. But God's pen is mightier. He's writing a story of victory, redemption, and purpose. Like Lazarus, called out of the tomb, you're being called into new life. John 11:43 says, Jesus called in a loud voice, "Lazarus, come out." Hear his voice, chosen one. Come out of the tomb of doubt and step into his light. Your prayers are a bridge between heaven and earth. Every time you pray, you're pulling God's promises closer, building a connection that nothing can break. Like Daniel, who prayed despite the lions, your prayers have power to change outcomes. Daniel 6:10 says, "He got down on his knees and prayed, giving thanks to his God." Pray with boldness. Give thanks in faith. God is listening, and He's moving. God is calling you to trust His provision, not your plans. The world says hustle, strive, control. But God says rest, trust, receive. Like the ravens that fed Elijah, His provision comes when you least expect it. 1 Kings 17:6 says, "The ravens brought him bread and meat." You don't need to chase what God is already bringing. Rest in His promise and watch His provision flow. You're a light in the darkness, and God is amplifying your glow. The world is full of shadows, fear, division, despair. But your life shines with His truth. Like the stars that pierce the night, your faith stands out. Genesis 15:5 says, "Look up at the sky and count the stars. So shall your offspring be." Your light isn't just for you, it's for generations. Shine and let God multiply your impact. The enemy wants to steal your peace, but God is your anchor. Storms may rage, but you're rooted in His calm. Like Jesus sleeping through the storm, you carry a peace that defies circumstances. Mark 4:39 says, "He got up, rebuked the wind, and said to the waves, 'Quiet, be still.' Speak peace to your storms, chosen one." God's power in you will calm them. God is calling you to embrace your uniqueness. You're not meant to fit the world's mold. You're meant to break it. Your quirks, your passions, your dreams, they're God's signature on your life. Like Jeremiah, called before he was born, you're set apart. Jeremiah 1:5 says, "Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you." You're not a mistake. You're a masterpiece, crafted for His purpose. Your life is a garden, and God is tending it. Every trial is a pruning, every blessing a bloom. He's cutting away what doesn't belong to make room for growth. John 15:2 says, "Every branch that does bear fruit He prunes, so that it will be even more fruitful." Trust His pruning, chosen one. It's not loss, it's preparation for a harvest that will overflow. God is aligning you with divine connections, the right people, the right opportunities, the right moments. They're coming. Like Ruth meeting Boaz, your steps are guided to those who will bless your journey. Ruth 2:3 says, "She happened to come to the part of the field belonging to Boaz." It wasn't chance, it was God. Your chance encounters are His divine appointment. Watch for them. You're a vessel of His love, pouring out what He's poured into you. The world is thirsty for kindness, for hope, for truth. Your life is a cup overflowing with His grace. Like the woman who anointed Jesus, your offering matters. Mark 14:3 says, "She broke the jar and poured the perfume on His head." Break your jar, chosen one. Pour out His love and watch it transform lives. God is calling you to stand in His truth, not the world's opinions. People may doubt you, question you, try to box you in. But God's truth is your foundation. Like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, who faced the furnace without bowing, your faith will stand. Daniel 3:18 says, "We will not serve your gods." Stand firm in God's truth, and no fire can touch you. Your life is a story of redemption, and God is the author. Every chapter, pain, joy, struggle, victory, is leading to a climax only He can write. Like Job, who lost everything yet gained more, your story is one of restoration. Job 42:10 says, "The Lord restored his fortunes and gave him twice as much as he had before." Trust God's pen. He's writing a comeback that will leave the world in awe. God's voice is igniting a fire in your spirit, chosen one, a flame that burns away doubt and lights up your path. Picture a torch cutting through the darkest night, its glow steady, unyielding, guiding the way forward. That's you right now. God is fanning the flame of your purpose, calling you to carry His light into places that have forgotten hope. He's asking you to trust that fire, to let it lead you where only He can take you. Your journey has been a crucible, melting away what's temporary to reveal what's eternal. Every moment you chose faith over fear, every time you stood when you wanted to fall, you were being refined. Like silver purified in a furnace, you're emerging stronger, purer, ready for His use. Psalm 66:10 says, "For you, God, tested us. You refined us like silver." Your trials weren't punishment. They were preparation for a purpose that's unfolding now. You're called to be a bridge builder, connecting broken hearts to God's healing. The world is full of division, walls of anger, fear, and pain. But you carry His power to span those gaps. Think of Barnabas, who stood by Paul when others doubted him. His support changed history. Acts 9:27 says, "Barnabas took him and brought him to the apostles." Your encouragement, your faith, your love, they're building bridges for others to cross. Step out and help someone find their way. The enemy wants you to believe your efforts are small, that your life doesn't matter. But God says every step you take is seismic. Your prayers shake the heavens. Your kindness shifts destinies. Your faith moves the unseen. Like the widow who gave 2 small coins, your offering is enough. Mark 12:42 says, "She put in everything, all she had to live on." Give what you have, chosen one. God will multiply it beyond measure. Right now, hit that like button to declare you're ready to carry God's fire. If His call is burning in your heart, comment 777 below. It's a sign you're stepping into His divine purpose. Subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones who are lighting up the darkness together. Your action is a spark, amplifying the flame of God's plan in your life. God is giving you a heart of discernment, a gift to see truth where others see confusion. The world is clouded with lies, false promises, empty hopes, twisted motives, but you see clearly. Like Samuel, who heard God's voice as a child, you're tuned to His frequency. 1 Samuel 3:10 says, "Speak, for your servant is listening." Listen now, chosen one. God's voice is guiding you through the fog, showing you what others miss. Your life is a sanctuary, a sacred space where God's peace dwells. In a world of chaos, you carry His calm. People will be drawn to you, not because you have all the answers, but because you have His presence. Like the temple where God's glory rested, you're a place of refuge. 1 Kings 8:11 says, the glory of the Lord filled his temple. Let his glory fill you, and watch how it draws others to him. God is calling you to release the burdens you've carried too long. Guilt, shame, regret, they're not yours to hold. Picture a river washing away debris, leaving the water clear and free. That's what God's grace does for you. Let it flow. 2 Corinthians 5:17 says, "If anyone is in Christ, the new creation has come, the old has gone, the new is here." Embrace the new, chosen one. The old has no power over you. You're a beacon of hope, standing tall in a world that's lost its way. Your faith, your resilience, your trust in God, they shine brighter than you know. Like the pillar of fire that led Israel through the desert, your life guides others. Exodus 13:21 says, "By night in a pillar of fire to give them light." You're not just walking your path, you're lighting the way for others. Keep shining and don't dim your light. God is rewriting what the world expects of you. Society says conform, fit in, play it safe. But God says break free, stand out, live boldly. Like John the Baptist, who lived outside the norm to proclaim God's truth, you're called to defy expectations. Luke 3:2 says, "The word of God came to John in the wilderness." God's word is coming to you now, calling you to live differently, to show the world his way. Your prayers are a force, shaking the foundations of the enemy's plans. Every time you lift your voice to God, you're dismantling strongholds. Like Hannah, whose prayers for a child changed a nation, your prayers change what's possible. 1 Samuel 1:27 says, "I prayed for this child, and the Lord has granted me what I asked of him." Pray boldly, chosen one. God hears you, and he's answering. God is calling you to trust his provision in the wilderness. The world says you need to see the path to walk it, but God says walk, and he'll provide. Like Hagar, who found a well in the desert, you'll find his provision where you least expect it. Genesis 21:19 says, "Then God opened her eyes, and she saw a well of water." Open your eyes, chosen one. His provision is already here. You're a seed of change, planted in a world that needs transformation. Your life, your choices, your faith, they're growing into something that will outlast you. Like the cedar trees of Lebanon, strong and enduring, your impact will stand for generations. Psalm 92:12 says, "The righteous will flourish like a palm tree. They will grow like a cedar of Lebanon." Grow strong and let your life be a legacy. The enemy wants to cloud your vision, but God is giving you clarity. He's showing you the next step, the next door, the next opportunity. Like Elisha, who saw God's army when others saw only enemies, you're seeing his plan unfold. 2 Kings 6:16 says, "Don't be afraid. Those who are with us are more than those who are with them." You're not alone. God's army is with you, guiding your steps. God is calling you to be a voice of truth in a world of lies. Your words carry his power, cutting through deception like a sword. Like Isaiah, who spoke God's truth to a rebellious nation, you're called to speak boldly. Isaiah 6:8 says, "Then I heard the voice of the Lord saying, 'Whom shall I send?' And I said, 'Here am I, send me.'" Say yes, chosen one. God will use your voice to change hearts. Your life is a riverbed, and God's blessings are the water flowing through. Every act of faith, every moment of obedience deepens that riverbed, making room for more of his abundance. Like the Jordan River parted for Israel's crossing, your faith makes a way. Joshua 3:17 says, "The priests stood firm on dry ground in the middle of the Jordan." Stand firm and watch God part the waters for you. God is calling you to embrace his joy, even in the storm. The world says joy comes when everything's perfect, but God says joy is your strength now. Like Paul and Silas singing in prison, your joy defies circumstances. Acts 16:25 says, "About midnight, Paul and Silas were praying and singing hymns to God. Sing, chosen one. Your joy is a weapon, breaking chains and lifting hearts. You're a vessel of His power, carrying His strength into every situation. The world may see weakness, but God sees His Spirit in you. Like Gideon's small army, your strength isn't in numbers, it's in Him. Judges 7:2 says, "The Lord said to Gideon, 'You have too many men. I cannot deliver Midian into their hands.'" Trust His power, not your own. He's enough for every battle. God is aligning your heart with His purpose. The desires you carry, the dreams that won't fade, they're His whispers, guiding you to your calling. Like Mary, who said yes to God's impossible plan. Your yes changes everything. Luke 1:38 says, "I am the Lord's servant. May your word to me be fulfilled." Say yes, chosen one. Your obedience is opening doors to miracles. Your life is a testimony of God's faithfulness. Every answered prayer, every open door, every moment of grace, it's proof that He keeps His promises. Like Abraham, who believed against all odds, your faith is your legacy. Genesis 15:6 says, "Abram believed the Lord, and He credited it to him as righteousness." Believe and watch God credit your faith with blessings that overflow. God's voice is stirring a revolution in your spirit, chosen one, a call to rise as a catalyst for His kingdom. Picture a single flame in a vast darkness, unwavering, growing brighter, drawing others to its warmth. That's you right now. God is kindling a fire within you, not just to light your path, but to illuminate the world. He's asking you to embrace this role, to carry His light into places that have forgotten what hope feels like. Trust that flame and let it guide you to your divine destiny. Your journey has been a masterclass in resilience, a testament to God's hand shaping you through every storm. Each moment you chose to stand, to believe, to keep moving forward, it's been a brushstroke in His masterpiece. Like a sculptor chiseling stone, God has been carving away what doesn't belong, revealing the strength beneath. Psalm 18:32 says, "It is God who arms me with strength and keeps my way secure." Your strength is His gift, forged for this moment. Step into it. You're called to be a restorer of faith, a living reminder that God's promises never fail. The world is weary, full of hearts that have stopped believing, but you carry His truth, a spark that can reignite their hope. Think of Elizabeth, who bore a child in her old age, defying doubt with God's miracle. Luke 1:37 says, "For no word from God will ever fail." Your life is proof of that. Share it, chosen one, and watch faith bloom in others. The enemy wants you to doubt your influence, to think your voice is too small. But God says your voice is a trumpet sounding His truth across the earth. Every prayer you pray, every word you speak in faith, echoes in the spiritual realm. Like Deborah, who led with wisdom and courage, you're called to speak boldly. Judges 4:14 says, "The Lord has gone ahead of you." Speak and know that God is amplifying your words. Right now, hit that like button to declare you're ready to be God's voice. If His call is stirring your soul, comment 777 below. It's a sign you're aligning with His divine purpose. Subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones who are rising together. Your action is a spark, igniting the fire of God's plan in your life. God is giving you a mantle of authority, not to rule over others, but to serve them with His love. This mantle is your calling to lift up the broken, to guide the lost, to shine where darkness reigns. Like Elisha, who received Elijah's mantle and worked miracles, you're equipped for greatness. 2 Kings 2:13 says, "He picked up the cloak that had fallen from Elijah." Pick up your mantle, chosen one. God's power flows through it. Your life is a canvas of miracles, painted with moments of God's faithfulness. Every answered prayer, every open door, every time he brought you through, it's a stroke of his grace. The world may see ordinary, but you carry extraordinary. Like the feeding of the 5,000, your small offerings become abundant in his hands. John 6:9 says, "Here is a boy with 5 small barley loaves and 2 small fish. Offer what you have and watch God multiply it." God is calling you to trust his timing, even when the world demands haste. Like a farmer waiting for the harvest, you're called to sow and wait in faith. His clock is perfect, aligning every detail for your breakthrough. Ecclesiastes 3:11 says, "He has made everything beautiful in its time." Your season of beauty is here. Trust his rhythm and watch his promises unfold. You're a warrior of light, armed not with weapons, but with faith. The enemy throws shadows, fear, doubt, division, but your light scatters them. Like David, who faced Goliath with a sling and a stone, your strength is in God's name. 1 Samuel 17:50 says, "So David triumphed without a sword in his hand." Triumph, chosen one. Your faith is your weapon, and it's unstoppable. God is aligning your path with divine connections, people who will walk with you, uplift you, and amplify your purpose. Like Jonathan, who stood by David through danger, you'll find those who see your calling. 1 Samuel 18:1 says, "Jonathan became one in spirit with David." Your tribe is coming. Trust God to bring them, and together you'll build something eternal. Your heart is a wellspring, overflowing with God's love. The world is thirsty, and you carry living water. Every act of kindness, every moment of compassion pours out his grace. Like the Samaritan woman, whose encounter with Jesus changed her town, your life changes others. John 4:28 says, "She went back to the town and said to the people, 'Come, see.'" Invite others to see him through you. God is calling you to break free from the past. Old wounds, regrets, failures, they're not your story anymore. Like Paul, who left his life as Saul behind, you're stepping into a new identity. Acts 13:9 says, "Saul, who was also called Paul, filled with the Holy Spirit." Be filled, chosen one. His Spirit is rewriting your name, your purpose, your future. You're a lighthouse, standing firm in the storm, guiding others to safety. Your faith doesn't waver when waves crash. It shines brighter. Like the wise builder who built on the rock, your foundation is sure. Matthew 7:24 says, "Everyone who hears these words of mine and puts them into practice is like a wise man. Build on his truth, and no storm can shake you." God is giving you a vision that transcends the ordinary. The world sees limits. You see his promises. Like Abraham, who saw a nation in a single promise, you're called to see beyond today. Genesis 12:2 says, "I will make you into a great nation." Your vision is his blueprint. Dream big, chosen one, and watch him bring it to life. Your prayers are a symphony, resonating in heaven's courts. Every cry, every whisper, every plea, it's music to God's ears. Like Daniel, whose prayers shut lions' mouths, your prayers shift realities. Daniel 6:22 says, "My God sent his angel, and he shut the mouths of the lions." Pray and watch God silence your fears. God is calling you to walk in his abundance, not the world's scarcity. The world says hoard, God says give. Like the widow's oil that never ran dry, your generosity opens his flow. 2 Kings 4:6 says, "The jars were filled, and the oil stopped flowing." Fill your jars with faith, and his abundance will overflow. You're a spark of divine change, igniting transformation wherever you go. Your life isn't just yours, it's a gift to the world. Like Esther, who saved a nation by stepping forward, your courage saves lives. Esther 8:6 says, "How can I bear to see disaster fall on my people?" Step forward, chosen one. Your courage is God's answer to someone's cry. God is breaking chains you didn't know you carried. Fear, doubt, rejection, they're falling away. Like the Israelites freed from Egypt, you're stepping into freedom. Exodus 6:6 says, I will free you from being slaves. You're not a slave to your past. Walk free and let His liberty lead you. Your faith is a river, carving new paths through hard places. Every act of trust, every step of obedience deepens that river, making room for His blessings. Like the Jordan parted for Joshua, your faith makes a way. Joshua 3:16 says, the water stopped flowing. Your faith stops obstacles, chosen one. Keep trusting and watch God move. God is calling you to stand as a testimony of His power. Your life, your struggles, your victories, your faith tells a story the world needs to hear. Like Lazarus, raised from death, you're proof of His resurrection power. John 11:44 says, the dead man came out. Come out of your grave, chosen one. Your life is His miracle, and it's time to shine. Beloved chosen one, this is your moment. God has spoken, and His voice is clear. You are His, chosen for a purpose that's unfolding now. Your life is a divine tapestry, woven with threads of faith, courage, and love. Every step you've taken, every trial you've faced has led to this. You're not just a person, you're a promise, a light, a force for His kingdom. Psalm 139 verse 16 says, your eyes saw my unformed body. All the days ordained for me were written in your book. Every day of your life was written by Him, and today He's calling you to act. The world is waiting for you. Your faith, your love, your courage. They're the answers to prayers you haven't heard. Like Moses, who stretched out his staff and parted the sea, your obedience parts waters. Exodus 14:16 says, raise your staff and stretch out your hand. Raise your faith, chosen one. Stretch out your trust. God is moving through you, and the world will see His glory. This isn't just a message, it's a divine mandate. God needs you now. Your purpose is urgent. Your light is essential. Your life is His masterpiece. Stand firm, shine bright, say yes. The heavens are watching, and God is with you. Hit that like button to declare your faith. Comment 777 to align with His purpose. Subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones walking this path. Your time is now, and God's power is in you. Rise and let His glory shine.